is Melanie Schnell from the North Star. Welcome to our premiere episode of The North Side. We're going to be kicking off our segments today with Kelly and Carleigh at Naperville's Best. Thank you.
Hi, this is Kelly.
And this is Carleigh.
And we're going to tell you a little bit about our segment on North Star TV, Naperville's Best.
Naperville's Best is basically where we go to these different places downtown Naperville and we try to choose the most interesting or unique places, and then we get them to tell us why they're Naperville's Best. We've been to a lot of really cool places, and Kelly's going to talk to us about them.
All right, so our first one was at Fiamme. It was at the new pizza restaurant. And so we really got to see what they're all about. And then we went to Forever Yogurt, and we got to learn some really cool stuff, some really cool deals that they had going on. And then we went to Utra, where we got to dance with the staff, so that was a lot of fun. And our latest one, which is up next week, and you guys should check out, is Charisma, where we really got to unlock kind of a hidden treasure chest in downtown Naperville that not too many people know about.
This segment is monthly, so if you check up every month, there will be a new one. And if you have any places, we're ready for submissions, so if you want to send those in, that would be great. And yeah, this is Kelly and Carleigh from Naperville's Best. Check us out.
Now we're going to check in with Cassidy Herring, and That's When You Know.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Herring, and this is That's When You Know. You know it's winter in Naperville when it doesn't snow until February, when there are randomized storms, when downtown Naperville is all lit up, when it's 50 degrees one day and 11 degrees the next, when there are random heavy thunderstorms, when there are a plethora of pictures on Instagram of hot coffee and hot tea, when everyone goes downtown Chicago and takes pictures all bundled up by the bean, when walking to the mobiles can be like walking through a tundra, when kids are sledding down on grass, when you can wear flip-flops or sandals to school, and you definitely know it's winter in Naperville when the annoying weather and depressing weather just makes you want to do absolutely nothing but eat and sleep.
Let's get our school news update for the month.
Hey there, I'm Allie Pokorn, here to catch you up on the latest news and biggest events happening around Naperville North this month. It's a big month for NNHS sports teams as they wrap up their season and head into the state series. Girls gymnastics came out victorious, clinching both the first place title in the DVC and regional meet. Boys swim and dive also claimed the first place DVC title, and boys basketball is still playing for their spot in the upcoming competitions. Student government ran its biannual blood drive. A new policy implicated for the first time allowed community members to join in on the drive. Student government said that numbers donated for this drive were up higher than they've been in previous donations. The dog pound again helped NNHS to go viral. Fans in attendance at the February 16th North versus Central basketball game took place in a Husky Harlem Shake, which can be viewed on YouTube. NHS again celebrated its most successful athletes. 17 athletes who will go on to represent their sport at the collegiate level were honored at the February pledge ceremony. The NHS show choirs, Entourage, and High Heel Harmonies claimed successful titles at their recent Iowa competition. The show choirs is expecting upcoming success in future competitions as well. Those are your biggest events that happened around Naperville North this month. If you want more information, you can log on to www.nnhsnorthstar.com or check out the February issue of the North Star. Thanks.
Now we're going to hear about our most recent charity event with Maddie Gisler and Akshay Hariprasad.
Hey Naperville North, I'm Maddie Gisler, and I'm here to tell you about one of North's key fundraisers, St. Baldrick's. Every year during Spring Week, NNHS students and staff shave their heads and raise money in order to fight childhood cancers. The event takes place during all lunch periods, and top donators are able to shave their heads during the Spring Week assembly. Let's catch up with one of the shavees to find out about their experience. What's your name?
I'm Akshay.
Okay, and Akshay, what made you want to shave your head and support the St. Baldrick's Foundation?
Well, I'm on gymnastics at the school, and as a team, we wanted to raise as much money as we could for St. Baldrick's, so we did it all together. That's why I joined.
That's so cool. How much money did you end up raising for the foundation?
Personally, I only got $40 because I ended up joining late, but as a team, we got over $1,000.
Great, that's awesome. And then how did it feel to fundraise?
It was great. There's a lot of great people involved in St. Baldrick's, and it was really fun. It's the first time I've done anything like this, and it was great.
It was great. And then what was the best part of the experience for you?
I think it was the shaving thing right here. I've seen people do it all for years, but as a senior to do it, it's really nice.
That's awesome. It's truly amazing to watch North students and staff shave their heads in order to assist those affected with childhood cancers. If If you're interested in making a donation, you can go to www.stbaldricks.org. For North Star Online, I'm Maddie Gisler. Have a great day, Huskies.
And now for a quick pop culture update with Jenna Durante.
Hey everyone, I'm Jenna Durante giving you the pop culture update. Today I'm going to be talking about Taylor Swift's Vanity Fair interview earlier this month, where she stated that she has only had 2 boyfriends since 2010, which doesn't really add up to the list that I found online of her dating Jake Gyllenhaal, Taylor Lautner, Harry Styles, John Mayer, and Connor Kennedy. So obviously that doesn't add up to her interview. But in movies this month, Spring Breakers, it's a movie that's a little more mature for Disney actors Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez. They have like a more mature role that's very different from their Disney Channel star aspects that they've been playing. Also, Hunger Games Catching Fire has released from Capital Portrait, released a new picture of Katniss, played by Jennifer Lawrence, where she looks very extravagant in a long white gown, which I don't know what could mean for the movie. In royalty, Prince William and Kate Middleton have announced they're having a baby, and recently Kate Middleton has possibly given away the gender of the baby by saying when a fan gave her a stuffed animal, she said, "I'll give this to my but who knows what that could mean, maybe daughter, but we will know later on when she has the baby. So thank you for listening today, and I'll be back with you guys next month.
And now a world news update from Kelly Ferris.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ferris, and this is your world news in 60 seconds. Pope Benedict XVI announced his retirement this month. He'll be the first pope to retire in nearly 600 years. South African Olympian Oscar Pistorius was charged with the murder of his girlfriend after claiming he mistook her for an intruder in his house. Illinois is one step closer to ratifying a same-sex marriage law after the Senate passed the bill on February 14th. The next step in the process will go to the House of Representatives, and if they pass it, then it'll go straight to Governor Pat Quinn. India announced that they will launch a space mission to Mars in hopes of catching up to the leaders in the space race, the United States, Russia, and China. This will be their first mission, and it will occur in the next year. This year's Oscar host, Seth MacFarlane, announced that he would never again host the award ceremony after receiving serious criticisms about his controversial jokes. North Korea threatened South Korea with final destruction after testing their 3rd nuclear weapon. South Korea then followed this by electing their first female president, who said that she would not deal with any threats from North Korea. This is Kelly Ferris. Thanks for joining me for World News in 60 Seconds.
And now for our monthly update with James Wendt.
Hello and welcome to February Update. I'm your host James Wendt, and here are this month's top stories. On February 2nd, the latest internet trend, the Harlem Shake, was born. Doctors are concerned with this new trend because they are seeing more and more young patients with Harlem Shaken baby syndrome. Here at Naperville North, many ladies have been asking their male counterparts to the dance Spring. The reactions are a lot different from the homecoming dance. When people are being asked, the reactions are less, "Oh my God, oh 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 my God," and more, "Yeah, okay, cool, for sure, we can go together." Pope Benedict XVI announced his resignation this month, but don't worry, the internet has already chosen who they want to replace him. Amen. Amen. This Groundhog Day marked the 127th anniversary of the first Groundhog's Day, and Puxatawny Phil is rumored to be over 100 years old. This year, when he came out of his hole, instead of looking for a shadow, he screamed at the cameras, "Get off my lawn!" and waved his paw angrily. In all seriousness, the groundhog did not see a shadow this month, which means that there was no sun that day. It wasn't even sunny. That's how come he didn't see a shadow. That's how it works. I don't really understand how it actually works, though. This Valentine's Day was estimated to contribute over $18.6 billion to the economy in chocolates and other romantic gifts purchased by couples. Singles contributed in their own way this month in the purchase of large tubs of chocolate ice cream and Adele CDs. The Grammys were this month, and Gautier won Record of the Year for Somebody That I Used to Know, or as I call it, How Fast Can I Change the Radio? Nuh-uh, not even a little bit. A 55-foot diameter, 10,000-ton meteor hit Russia last month, making it the largest object to hit Earth in the past century. At first glance, Russian scientists thought it was a shower of these large meteors, but then they put down their glasses of vodka. For February Update, I'm your host, James Wendt. Have a great day.
This has been our first ever episode of The North Side. For more student news and to watch these segments individually, log on to nnhsnorthstar.com. I'm Melanie Schnell. Thank you for joining me.